Morning. It's finally here, boys. It's opening day. We just pulled up to our little spot we got picked out. Hopefully it'll be a good morning. It's cool this morning. At least the weather's gonna be nice this weekend. Feed times aren't real great. Major's at 5 a.m., which is right now. I've done seen 4 or 5 deer driving here, and there was actually 2 deer coming out of where I want to go sit this morning. So we're gonna sit here just for a few minutes, and hopefully the truck will make them kind of ease on off where I don't bump them as they're walking across there this morning. So we're gonna finish our coffee and pack up and go out there. Already seen some fellas parked at their gates this morning. So if that was y'all, I passed. Good luck. I hope y'all kill a giant, or 4-point, or 3-point, or doe, whatever makes you happy. But I'll turn y'all back on when we get to the tree, and hopefully shortly after that y'all be watching me run an arrow through one. So see y'all then. All right, guys, this is the one. See y'all at daylight. All right, guys, it's just cracking light where you can shoot one if you walked in. We're sitting in a beautiful little spot this morning. It's about 63, 64 degrees, clear. Absolute beautiful morning. I had quite a few deer come through here yesterday on camera. Walking in, it looks like the sign is picked up in this little head since I put the camera in here the last time I was in here. We got 2 big pine blocks that come together from left to right, and then we got 2 deep sloughs from front and back. We got this creek that drains between both the swamps, and we got little high pieces of hammock on each side of the creek. It ain't very big in here, maybe 100 yards wide, maybe, probably not even, but it's absolutely beautiful. A lot of buck sign in here, and I've been getting bucks cruising down the edge of this creek. So we got high hopes for this morning. I did leave my GoPro at the house, my backup little knockoff action camera. I can't get it to turn on in the case. Something's, the battery is not making good connection or something. So all we got's the old iPhone, the video on this morning. And I forgot my bow hanger. So I gotta hold my bow the whole time. So trying to hold my bow, get the camera on the deer, it's gonna be challenging, especially if I see one. There's probably gonna be a buck just cruising down the edge of this creek. So he's gonna be on the move. If I was sitting over an acorn or a persimmon or something and he was coming under the feed, I'd have me a few minutes where I could get it on him, but it's gonna happen quick. But we gonna try to get it on video. Major feeds at 7, so they should be getting up on their feet right now. So we gonna sit back and enjoy this morning. Hopefully when we turn y'all back on, you'll be looking at a deer. Got a deer coming, I'm pretty sure it's a buck. That buck almost did it perfect. And he turned off at the last second. He was within bow range. It was too thick. I didn't have no way I could have made a shot. I tried to grunt at him to get him to turn and come on in here. He didn't pay no mind. He was already too close. And then he got straight out here from me and caught my wind a little bit. He didn't freak out real bad. He just stopped and turned. Went to the pines out there. He was some kind of little rat buck. All right, boys. We just shot one. Let's go. Come up from behind me. I didn't hear him coming. I heard something bust a stick, and I turned around. He's standing there about 25 yards. And I guess he caught my wind or something a little bit. He was just walking, and he got real boogery, like real boogery. And he stood there for probably 5 minutes. He was just chewing his cud. And I got my rangefinder out, and I ranged it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, he was a lot further poked than I normally like to take. But I knew it was gonna be my only chance. He finally started walking again, and I come up with it, and he stopped and got real boogery again. And I shot a fairly decent arrow, but he ducked and whirled a little bit. And the arrow hit a touch high and back. But when he ran off, I could see the blood spraying out of him while he was running. And I can see my arrow from here, and it is covered. So I think we got this one. I think we got him. I apologize for not getting him on camera, but there was no way I was gonna be able to do it. So if y'all are watching this on your YouTube, that's my bad. I'll get better at it. But hopefully y'all at least get to see the show and tell part. Oh man, I hope we find him. Set up and we got a deer coming in. I don't know what it is. He's probably gonna smell me. I wouldn't expect him to come. That one kind of caught me off guard. Pretty positive it was a doe. I was expecting him to come from my right. So I walked in down here. And there was like 3 cabbage berries, or cabbage palms. I was dropping cabbage berries right there. And there were some bead sign under them, but mostly hogs. And I really never had luck shooting a deer over a cabbage berry. Summertime, there's a little dim road behind me. It dead ends. There's some pines to my right. That they burned a year ago. They come in here and dead end right here beside me. And there's this little strip of hammock right here. Real thin, real narrow. And there's some old cutover swamp that they cut years and years ago. It's real big and wet. Walk this edge between them pines and that cutover swamp. They're laying out in that cutover swamp. Well, then this edge kind of branches out right here at the end of this road into a little bit bigger piece of hammock. I hung a camera in here during the summertime and had a few nice bucks. I figured there'd be some acorns and stuff dropping now. There ought to be more deer in here. And with the pressure this weekend, I figured they'd push back here further away from the people. I walked past some cabbage palms, walked to the very end of this trail, and it's just beat down. I know there's some hogs walking it, but the first glance at the trail, I seen a good buck track in it. So I walked to this cabbage palm because it was the only tree that was, according to how the wind's supposed to be blowing, it was the only tree that was good for the deer to come from my right and be within easy bow range of the trail. I climbed up in it. I had my other shirt I took off. I was, wiping sweat off, trying to cool down. this, and I just caught a glimpse of her heading this direction. Well, I got everything kind of situated because I just seen it for a split second. I was pretty sure it was a doe, but I wasn't 100% positive. And she vanished, and I mean vanished. And then I caught a glimpse over here, to my right, and she was walking, and she browsed her over. I just first split second seen her, she turned around and walked back the way she had come. But then she vanished again. The treetops were so thick I couldn't see, so I'm assuming she walked straight away from me. So I'm assuming she got right where I walked in and smelled where I've been, and made her a little booger, and she just turned and eased back off the way she came. Good sign though, they up moving. Me. I don't know if y'all got him in the video. He was a pretty nice buck. He was real tall. I think I had him on camera back here in the summertime. He'd come by in good range, or moderate range anyway. But he got through my first hole time I could get spun around. And there was one other hole back here behind me. When he got in it, I bleeded. And he was facing almost dead away from me, quartering away hard. And I was gonna try him, but there was some bushes right in the edge of the way. I didn't like it. So I was gonna let him go out a little further, and then he got up under a bunch of stuff, and every time I did try to stop him, he was facing dead away from me. That close. That close. Now we got I think it's a white, black spotted hog down here right in front of us. Up under some thick stuff, I can't see it to shoot it. Morning. Oh, I'm tired this morning, boys. But it's the last morning of the hunt, and then the vacation's over. We got to go back to work. So I ain't gonna hunt this afternoon because I gotta clean this truck. It's a god-awful mess, and need to process that deer meat for the buck I killed. But I got so much video to go through, edit. I don't even know what all I'm gonna put in this video. It's probably not gonna be real action-packed for y'all, but it's a lot of video. It's just, man, it's hard to get them on video when you're self-filming in here, just because it's so thick. Like, I seen a doe, a decent little buck last night, a hog. The doe I glimpsed just for a second. I got the video camera ready. She disappeared for a long time. I didn't see her. Then I caught a glimpse of her way out in the swamp. Got the video turned back on to get it back on her, and she was gone. The buck, I spun the camera over to get it on him, and instead of turning and walking down the trail I was on, he turned and went up through some thick stuff, which I wasn't expecting. So I had to get the camera and bring it around behind me in between the tree while he was fixing to get through my only hole to shoot him. So I'm just sorry, guys. I'm not one of them guys that's gonna let this camera cost me shooting one. So I stopped messing with the camera and hit him with the old meh. So if he'd stopped quartering away or broadside, y'all got to hear the arrow hit him. But he didn't. He stopped facing away. And I got him just as he was coming out of the thick stuff, just his head, but it was low light. You can't really see him very good. But And then the hog, I caught one glimpse of him, and that was it. I got one of the little bucks on camera just for a minute. There with the yearling. I got one of them hogs I stalked just for a second. Well, it's hard. It's hard getting stuff on video in here when if I could find a hot acorn tree or persimmon or something that they're coming and eating, it's easier to get them on video because then they're coming in there and you got a few minutes. But they're just passing through. It's hard to get them on camera, but we gonna try to piece something together for y'all anyway. Maybe this morning we'll have a good morning and I'll get it all on video. Anyway, we're gonna get everything ready and get down here and try it one more again. So we'll see y'all when we get to the tree. Morning. It's just getting light enough y'all can see me a little bit. Come back in here to this spot that I hunted yesterday afternoon. Seen that decent buck, that doe and that hog. We ran one deer off not long after we got past the gate. It seemed to light, but I don't think it could smell me. It just snorted at the light a few times and I heard it pound off. Our thermocell fell out our pack, so mosquitoes are on us, but luckily they ain't too bad. I'm hoping to catch these deer coming back in here to lay down out here in the swamp. This piece of this swamp looks like it was cut a long time ago. That's where they come out yesterday afternoon, right before dark, so I'm hoping to catch one of these bugs right here at daylight going back in there to lay down. There's quite a few cabbage berries and sounds like some acorns falling up and down this strip. Nothing dropping real consistent or real heavy, but they're scattered out through here. I can hear them hitting the palmettos. So maybe something will get up and come feed down this edge up in the morning too. So we gonna sit back, watch the morning come alive, and hopefully run an arrow through one. I got it on video, but I'm a horrible cameraman, as y'all are gonna see. When I was adjusting and getting them video and I'm walking around, my camera arm got twisted on the tree back here, and it had my camera tilted. So the footage is probably gonna be sideways. Pretty sure it was a pretty good hit. The camera, it was like that. So it was making it real difficult to turn the camera on without it flipping like up and down the tree and tilting it even worse. And it was hard to try to get it angled right where I could see them. Self-filming stuff, man. I got a lot to learn. Pretty sure I got that hog. Pretty sure I heard it crash right over there. Let's go, baby. All right. Look what we got here. Fine little eating hog. Didn't see nothing until about 9 o'clock. And I heard these hogs coming from behind me. And you'll see on the video, there was a decent amount of them. A bunch of them swung me wide, about 40 yards. This one come right under me. And I was tilting the camera down, trying to get him on video so I could shoot him underneath me. And I don't know if he heard me or if he caught a little bit of my wind right there where I climbed up this morning, but he kind of ran right on by me. But he got right there to the edge of the swamp and just went back to feeding around. I watched the other ones, and my dang camera arm, I guess I didn't have it tight enough to the tree. When I went to swinging the camera around the video, the back of the camera arm kicked around. So the video is all lopsided, and it made it real difficult to get it turned around where I could get on the hogs. But a black one come over here to this one, and they were feeding around. A big group of them turned and started going back the way they come, and I figured when they did that these two hogs were going to try to cut across there to get back with them. And that's what they did, and I shot him down there about 15 yards maybe. Hit him absolutely perfect, entrance and exit. He didn't make it 50 yards. Fine little eating hog. So we got some meat in the freezer anyway. I got a whole bunch of video to edit. So, gotta get to work on that. Gotta go back to work tomorrow. So it's been a good few days off work. Got meat in the freezer. Hopefully we can come back in here our next day off and maybe get back on that buck or another one this year. Decent little buck sign right here where he fell dead at. Bunch of hog sign too, but there's some game in here right now, so we'll swing back in here probably Friday afternoon, probably. Like we're gonna get off work Friday, so Friday afternoon we should have time after work to come down here, make another climb, see if we can't do it again. I know y'all are gonna see that I'm not the best cameraman in the world. I'm pretty bad at it, but it's hard. It's hard in here self-filming when you're in here hunting places that are thick like this, and the stuff that you're seeing is just moving through. If I was hunting an acorn tree or persimmon or something like that where they were coming there to feed, it'd be a little easier. I'd have time to get them on camera and get everything set up. But I ain't found nothing super hot. This little edge here, it's got cabbage berries and acorns falling on it, but nothing real, of any significance. They're just dropping a few, so the stuff's just working this edge, picking them up. But we did the best we can. I'm gonna work on getting better at it. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna get everything turned out what I got, and I'm gonna try to get better at getting a little bit better footage. But y'all seen my scouting video, I kind of told y'all how it was gonna be. It's gonna be real, and you're gonna get what you get. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but this is hunting, and I'm definitely never gonna let that camera keep me from not getting an arrow in him. That buck last night when I grunted and stopped him, if he'd have been quartering away from me, y'all would have heard the arrow hit him, but y'all wouldn't have seen it hit him. But we gonna get this hog dealt with, taken care of, and get him on back to the truck. We got a whole lot to do to get ready for work tomorrow, so I'll see y'all on the next one.